Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is David, this is David K Reacts, and today we are continuing Disney Month and we're looking at another song right after the Little Mermaid medley, another piece of music written by the wonderful Alan Menken with lyrics by Howard Ashman, and that is Beauty and the Beast, sometimes misnamed as Tale as Old as Time. And I noticed that today's artists, the Hound and the Fox, actually did put that in brackets because I think they recognise that that happens. This is one of the greats. Like, this has to be one of the absolute classic Disney songs. I feel like it's one of those things you could play in so many different places and somebody at least would recognise what's being played, if not most people. And it's also one of the greatest movie moments of all time. Reading into this just to get a little bit of facts straight and make sure I knew what I was kind of going for, and IGN listed it as number 83 of the top 100 greatest moments in film history, and Total Film put it ninth on 50 greatest Disney movie moments, which now makes me interested to go and find out what the others were, just because I could imagine a few topping it when you come to Disney, but straight off the top of my head I would struggle to think of 8. Anyway, regardless, it is still spectacular. And this is also a song that has won numerous awards. It won a Golden Globe, it won I think 2 Grammys, it won an Oscar. It did very, very well for itself. So yeah, I'm very excited to be looking at this. It's one story, one anecdote I did find out while I didn't know this, but it's such a wonderful little tidbit that I discovered while looking into this is, of course, it was recorded by the late, great, phenomenal Angela Lansbury. And I didn't realize that at the time she was very nervous to do this because it was a musical style she was so unfamiliar with, and she ultimately recorded it in a single take. Like, if that's not professionalism right there, I don't know what is, but also speaks to her immense talent. And it's now, a piece of movie history, musical history, Disney history. How wonderful is that? Anyway, I was looking for some bits and pieces to do for Disney Month, and this hadn't been recommended to me, but it popped up in my list of recommended videos on YouTube, and I just thought this is wonderful, and what a great piece to be covered by Riley and Mackenzie. So yes, that is what we're looking at today. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you haven't been here before. Just so you know how this goes, I'm going to watch this video through without pausing. I'll just emote and comment over the top of it, and then I will go back and watch it through again, this time interrupting it, pausing it, and offering what analysis and commentary I feel like I can. So that's how this works. If you're just here for the reaction, the first quarter or so of the video is probably for you. Also, please like the video, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell if you'd like to know when my videos regularly come out. Normally Friday at 5 PM EST, and some extras coming during Disney Month. And if you'd like to, head over to buymeacoffee.com/David K Reacts if you'd like to donate and support the channel, and that would be wonderful. Okay, that's that. I think just have a quick glance down here at the information. So arranged and performed, of course, by Mackenzie and Riley, mixed by Riley, song mastered by Bill Hare. I've talked about mastering before, how important that is as a process, so that's great. Video produced and edited by the Hound and the Fox. And then some various bits of other folks here, filmed by Shane Stiles. I'm excited. The reason I wanted to look at that first was I had a feeling there would be a bunch of people involved in this, because I feel like for a song like this, knowing what I've seen, the We Three Kings video I covered from the Hound and the Fox, they went all out on going to location and filming out in the desert. I know Agatha All Along, of course, was a rapid turnaround, so it was just, I would guess, in their front room. But I have a feeling the production value for this could be quite impressive. I don't know, we'll see. But I feel like Riley and Mackenzie go for it. So let's find out. Without any further delay, here we go with Beauty and the Beast. Let's fix that. There we go. One more time with HD. I don't know why it took that off. Oh, that is beautiful. Oh, Mrs. Potts on the stairs. The teapot. Oh, this is gorgeous.
Tale as old as time, true as it can be.
Oh, her voice is so beautiful in this.
Barely even friends, then somebody bends unexpectedly. Just a little change, small to say the least, both a little scared, neither one prepared. Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, this is stunning.
Ever just
the Outcast.
same, ever a surprise, ever as before, ever just as sure as the sun will rise. Tale as old as time, tune as old as song.
Oh, this is beautiful. I love the setting. I'm just watching this. I'm so caught up in it. But the setting is stunning. I see where they went here.
Learning you were wrong. Certain as the sun, certain as the sun, rising in the east. Tale as old as time, song as old as run, Beauty and the Beast. Tale as old as time.
This is so pretty.
Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, I love how simple they kept that. Oh,
Hey everybody,
gorgeous.
Thank you so much for watching. This was such a fun video. We're both Disney freaks, so this was a total blast for us. We really hope you enjoyed it. First off, huge thank you to our patrons at Patreon. You guys are the reason we get to do this, and we want to keep doing big videos like this. So anybody else, if you want to check us out on Patreon and possibly support us there, please do. We're going to release a full Lullaby album soon, and if you go before we release it and pledge any dollar amount, we will put your name on the physical album for that. So please consider that. Pick up
awesome.
the track anywhere that you look, iTunes, Spotify.
I love
go
that
check it
design.
out. Definitely please do that. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much. We could not have done this shoot without a bunch of people. They're all amazing artists that you should go check out. Kelsey Jean Photography did a stylized shoot with this, so if you go follow her on Instagram, Facebook, and see all of those as she releases them, it's going to be really, really cool. We had
Ooh,
Shane
I have to check
Styles
those
with
out.
the videography. He was amazing, so fun to work with, always amazing to work with. Erica from Party Gallery in Medford did the set design and the rentals, and she just was so creative and it looked beautiful. Kathy's Creations with the florals. You saw that amazing rose bouquet.
The roses were
Just
crazy.
epic. Alyssa with Oak and Brush, her calligraphy that you saw, the Be Our Guest sign and stuff. So cute. And then Janice
of
Moon
course.
did my hair and makeup.
So awesome.
It looked better at first. Now
Fell
we're
out
out
a
in the
little bit.
rain.
We were dancing and it was
and
raining.
then, of course, Belfiore was the amazing location.
It's a literal
the
friggin'
castle that you
Yeah.
saw, and it is a winery here in Ashland, Oregon. So if you are from around here, you gotta go check it out. Or if you're not, take a trip. It's a
Come
castle.
see it. They're awesome. They're so nice and
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
and that's, I think everybody that helped, most everybody, I'm sure there's other people, so thank you all.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching this. We just appreciate it so much. We love doing this, and
Yeah.
we want to keep doing it for you. So.
So hope you enjoyed it. Tune in next time. Thank you so much. Car going by. All right. See you guys later. Bye.
Oh, I love that they do this. They're so good at. They're obviously so enthusiastic towards what they do, and they love the people they work with, and being able to do this. I know, I know they were kind of nudged into this, I think, by a variety of folks having worked with Home Free on videos, and things like that. I think, several folks gave them a nudge to start their own channel, and I'm so glad they did, because their music is just beautiful. And I love the treatment of this song. They did such a good job with it. I think their usage of instrumentation was perfect. I think it really, really did nail the romantic sort of feel of this, and enabled them to also make it entirely their own. That was a spectacular arrangement. These two are great. They're just so fantastic. I really, really like what they've done here. Just wanted to. So you'll notice there will have been a cut a little earlier. That's just because I had gone through who everybody was, and of course I cut that out because they mention it themselves and do a far better job of it than I did. So for that reason, I chose not to keep that in. Okay, sorry about that. Just cut it for a moment while I was just fixing a little bit of technology here. Yeah, for some reason YouTube had set the playback back to auto 480p again, and I don't want that. I don't know why it keeps changing. I haven't quite fathomed that out yet. Anyway, let's go back and look at this again, because this is just gorgeous. I've talked about logos before. If you want to see my comment on the Hound of the Fox logo, check out my analysis of their We Three Kings. I mean, couple of things straight away. I'm going to do that. I keep doing this, but there's so many things in first impressions. I love that the first thing that we see as soon as their logo goes is the yellow dress. This has got to be one of the most famous dresses in Disney. Of course, this isn't an exact replica, but it's beautiful. I mean, she just looks fantastic in this. And I love that immediately we get this sense of being, it's contemporary. We can see the light switches and the settings in the ceiling, but you've got these lovely ornate stairs. The sort of columns hold in the framing of the doors. This lovely desk behind her. It's just immediately setting us in somewhere a little bit luxurious, and we get to see more and more of that as things progress. But it's a great opening shot, and then you pair it with their instrumentation. This guitar, and then straight after it the harmonica, and it's setting the tone for how they're going to present this, and it's just beautiful. And this staircase, I jumped a tiny bit too far. I'm not going to skip all the way back. This is just gorgeous. I love that we have them walking towards each other. This beautiful sort of, I don't know if it's all books there. I would love to think it probably is. Can't quite see with the lighting, but it's so representative of so many things associated with Beauty and the Beast, and the little bits of set decoration are perfect. We have the clock on the table at the back with the roses, so there's Cogsworth. We have Lumiere, the candlestick on the stairs. We have Mrs. Potts, the teapot down right at the bottom of the image there. And this beautiful, I wonder if this was the calligrapher as well, this beautiful title card of Beauty and the Beast that's just here. And it's just, there are so many little elements that are just dropped in. And what I did catch is that those bounce around. You'll suddenly see, the clock will be in a different shot somewhere. So they're keeping the characters in frame. It's gorgeous. Oh, that chord there too. That lovely, I think that's the seventh, isn't it? Da, da, da. Oops. Right here. Yeah. It fleshes out the depth of what's there. It gives us something a little bit dissonant, but it immediately resolves into something that's within the key that we're sitting in, and it gives you this lovely little bit of crunch just for a second. It's a nice hint of something a little bit more going on. Such lovely framing with this window behind as well. Like, that's great. Just this lovely light between them. I think that's an excellent choice. And these, I just think again, it's part of the setting, of course. These beautiful faux candle lamps everywhere with the lamp shades, which, of course, again, another classic image from the film. And then these beautiful candle holder or like lamp holders that are placed all over the place are just gorgeous. Like there's one behind the candlestick and one on the left-hand side there. It's just lots and lots of little bits of setting. And it just elevates this video so far. They did a fantastic job with this.
Tale as old as time, true as it can be.
Oh, that's nice. I think they must be sitting up. Yeah, I think she's sitting where the roses are behind them in this shot. That's just gorgeous. I love the tone of her voice at the beginning of this. It's got that sense. It's got richness to it. It's got a sense of this is something, you know, really heartfelt, and it's just the perfect tone to come into this song with. One more time.
Tale as old as time.
I love that. I'm sorry. That slight hesitation. Tale as old as time. Time is just behind where you would expect it to land on the beat, and it's nice because it means that you get this sense of tale as old as what? What's old enough? Time's old enough. But also it's just a beautiful musical beat. Just taking that very, very fractional break before coming in on that. It just gives a little bit of personality into that that is different to the recording that we're all used to hearing.
True as it can be. Barely even friends, then somebody bends.
That's such... the cinematography in this is spectacular. It really, really is. Like, this is just such a beautiful shot. I love that you have the two real strikes of colour in the dress and the roses. And the red and the yellow, and it just plays off so, so beautifully. And you see what I mean. The clock isn't in this shot, I don't think, but we have the teapot on the table, also now with the cups, so maybe chips there. We've got the candlestick down on the floor. I love that they're just manipulating the props to be in the scene all the time.
Even friends, then somebody bends unexpectedly.
And this framing here too. There's something about that window. I think because it's obviously a bay window. We've got the diagonal frame, second window in on each side, and because I think the mind knows therefore that that's actually it's longer than it looks right here. It's somehow giving a sense of stretch to the table, and it's making it look like the huge table in the castle. And that's such a nice touch. And this wonderfully elaborate candlestick in the middle is just gorgeous. And then I love that there's this hemisphere up at the top as well, and it's just this spark. So we don't have like a black border effectively with the wood at the top. There is this central light that's also highlighting the lamp behind it. There's so much visual. I want to talk about the music in this as well because it's just stunning, but there's so much visual excellence in this video. It really struck me as we were going through first time. It's just gorgeous. I think it's also so nice that we see Belle's name on the card. I note we never see the Beast's name, and that was one thing I do know is, of course, he's never named in the film. He's just the Beast, or the Prince, once he's transformed back. But I believe his name is Adam. I think that's been in official stuff since. I think I've got that right. I'm not super au fait with outside of the main film canon for a lot of Disney films. I haven't even seen most of the sequels. Oops. Okay, sorry, cut there while I turned my notifications off, because that was going to get annoying quickly. Somebody's working late and it's just, there's a few notifications popping up. Yeah, I just think this is fantastic. Let's go back a step, because I want to just lead back into this.
Unexpectedly.
Just a little change.
And now here we get this beautiful lower tone coming in. Again, so much richness. They've both... I feel like they're both sitting... If you drew a scale from, you know, lowest to highest, and marked on each of, like, where they are in their own personal register, I feel like they're in similar places. And it's just... It's lovely because you get this same warmth in each voice. And yet, of course, because they're so far apart... the texture of the voice is extremely different, and now we also get on top of that the harmonica going a little bit away from what it was playing before. It's a little bit more complex now, and so it just enhances, you know, it's that evolution again that I always talk about as we move through the song.
Just a little change, small to say.
I also, couple of things here. I love the clock was on the table, now it's out here with him. I love that he's now singing outside, where she was singing up with the roses beforehand. I love that we get these introspective moments from them where they're singing about the same thing to themselves, or like in their own space, before they come together again in a bit. And it's just a really, really nice direction there, because we get these moments of personal feeling as well as the romance of the couple. And I just, yeah. Also, he looks good in blue. It's a great... I mean, she looks good in yellow, but it's such a striking color on him. This is really beautifully costumed.
Just a little change, small to say the least, both a little scared, neither one prepared, beauty and the beast.
I love that build as we go through there. It's the harmonica also leaves off on such a striking note. Right there, that's this chord right there, the note that they've left the harmonica on. It gives this sense of longing. It's such a beautiful note to sit on while he's singing the notes, the melody over the top of it. I just want to run into that one more time.
Small to say the least.
Yeah, it's just, oh, that's brilliant writing. It really, really is. And then it fades out gently, and we get this chorus coming in the background.
Both a little scared, neither one prepared, beauty and the beast.
It's interesting. I was trying to work out what that was the first time too. It could almost be, I'm wondering if it's them humming quietly in the background, but it also sounds like it could be a very, like it sounds almost like a distant guitar strumming as well, or like it's almost like a mandolin type sound. But it's just, I love that quietness in the background. It's just beautiful. And it's just this very, very calm, you get the sense of the involvement in the song, but it's so distant, and it doesn't intrude in any way, and it just lets that beautiful line that he's singing be the entire focus of this, while strengthening the accompaniment and the harmony that's going on underneath. That's just great.
Beauty and the beast, ever just the same, ever a surprise.
That harmony is just beautiful. I love how well, how beautiful they sound together, and how well written their lines are. Obviously, she's singing the melody here, but it fits so well with the notes that he's taking for the harmony. It's just lovely hearing. I love it when it's the if you wrote them down on this in the same register, the same octave, the male harmony would actually be slightly above the female melody. There's something about that combination that sits so well, because the lower voice is singing kind of the higher part, if that makes any sense at all. It's just, that combination is so beautiful, and it's working so well in this song too. This Rug what a gorgeous centerpiece, because again, I love that you get the white and the black, and even the colors that are in it are dull, and so yet again these costumes are so striking and stand out against the setting that's all around them.
For a surprise, ever as before, ever just as sure.
That's lovely too. Ever as before, still carrying on in this beautiful harmony, and then you get ever just as sure. And on a line about certainty and surety, they sing together in unison on that descent. That is a wonderful bit of arrangement, because you suddenly get out of the voice and out of the vocal arrangement, you get that sense of definite, definicy is not a word, but that's what I'm trying to say. You get a sense of it being definite and it being sure, and that's just lovely.
For as before, ever just as sure as the sun will rise.
Also, lovely movement there. As the sun will rise, the camera rises. You get the sense of motion that goes with what they're singing, and then that lovely, because they're bringing up into the chandelier, that lovely yellow light right at the end before we have the fade cut back into them dancing. That is a brilliant piece of cinematography. I also love the vocals leading into this key change.
The sun will rise.
That's such a nice touch there, the note that they sit on becoming the tonic for the key change. Rise, as the sun will rise. That's the second, that would be our tonic note, but now we're here, we've gone up a tone, and it's such a great transition. It's that them hitting the note in advance smoothed it so cleanly.
Tale as old as time.
And just simply this backing that we've got now. I'm going to go back so we can hear that transition once more. But so much fuller. Now you've got much more instrumentation. You've got the percussion coming in. You've got rich, consistent bass notes with everything else on top of it. And it's just, wow.
The sun will rise. Tale as old as time.
This is also such a great shot, having them in the mirror. Be our guest. And what are we seeing in the mirror that's written on? But the people who are inviting you to be their guest now. That's lovely. That's such a nice touch. And we have, Cogsworth there in the background. I'm just going to refer to them by their names rather than the clock and the candlestick. It's a nicer thought. Cogsworth in the background watching on. In this shot, we saw in the wide shot all three of the characters plus the rose.
Tune as old as song. Bittersweet and strange. Finding you can change. Learning you were wrong.
Those lines are gorgeous. I think lovely choice to have those little just slight cuts back to them on their own, but the focus now is on them together. So we are getting that recognition of that's where they were, but now they're here. It's just a really, really nice touch. And I love the tone. There's it's a slightly less narrative tone that they've taken on in their voices now. As we see them together, their voices sound more together and more connected with each other, rather than being sort of their own individual vocal entity, if you like. That's really, really nice.
Learning you were wrong. Certain as the sun. Certain as the sun.
Oh, I love what they've done with the little changes they're making to things, like learning you were wrong, sitting there on the second for a minute, and now here, this lovely call and response that we've got going on here. It's just that third he lands on right here, like his notes are a lovely counterpoint to her melody, the two of them working together so very well to create this whole.
As the
Let's go back on that.
certain as the sun. Certain as the sun.
lovely that they sing that section in unison then. So we've had that the little call and response, and then they come together and sing together. And I love the precision that they're showing here is great, because they're so in tune with each other, of course. But then even just this, yeah, and the beast, like that tight run is perfectly in sync, which is really, really nice. Just the two voices, like they're not a whisper out.
Beauty and the Beast. Tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme. Beauty.
That's so lovely too. I love that we get there's just a gentle descent in the guitar, or in the instrumentation in general. There we oh, it's even quicker than I thought it was. Dum bum bum.
Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, and it's such a nice, because it's going down to what would be the tonic of the relative minor. Would that be where we were traveling to? It sounds completely in place, and they can hold that note on just a little longer over that chord. Of course, it fits well with almost every chord they're singing at this point, because of the way that they've structured this. We're just going minor sixth down to the fourth. They can keep going on that tonic note, but there's something about that transition. It's so subtle, almost you almost don't hear it, and it's beautifully used in that moment to kind of give us that clue that there's going to be a little bit more sung.
And the Beast. Tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme. Beauty and the Beast.
And then I'll come to this ending in just a second, but that lovely, lovely harmony, just as they come into the final Beauty and the Beast. That's just, the quality of their voices at that point is just beautiful. I mean, it's beautiful the whole way through, but that's particularly so.
Beauty and the Beast.
It's just gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. And then this as a final shot. This winery is the perfect place for something like this. I love that you get the sense of them coming out onto the balcony. This lovely sense of togetherness. They're so beautifully framed. And where we saw them at the beginning apart on the staircase and coming together, now they come out together. And they're perfectly framed by these two pillars on either side of them in a tight space of a very wide setting. And so there's that progression from them being apart to them being together is now kind of, nicely tied up in a bow with this final shot. It's just stunning. And that as an ending, da 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 da, you kind of expect it to stop there, and then we just get bum, and that fifth is the last note that we hear. That's, wow, that is stunning. They absolutely killed it with this arrangement. That is just beautiful. I'm really, really impressed with this. It's so them, but it's also so the song, if that makes sense. I feel like I'm making no sense this evening, but hopefully that does make some sort of sense. I think they did a really, really good job of this. I think it fits what I know to be their style from what little I've seen so far. But it's also just a gorgeous representation of something that is so classic. And they've managed to really stay true to the original while making it completely unique. And that, of course, is the success of an arrangement like this, is whether you can still feel the nostalgia, but really know, if this came on the radio, you would know immediately it was them singing. And that's a great success. I think this is fantastic. Well done to the Zambas, for just a stunning piece of music. Yeah, I really, really enjoyed that. I think they've got a couple of other Disney covers, but I'm really glad I picked on this one, because it's such a big piece of Disney music, and I did want to fit it in. And I'm really glad I found them doing it, because that's just my heart feels full having heard that and watched that. That was just gorgeous. That's going to be it for this video. I've got a couple more videos coming for Disney Month, and I hope you're all enjoying Disney Month as much as I am, because I'm having a whale of a time doing this. But yeah, please do like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell if you'd like to. Doesn't cost you anything, but it's a huge boost to me. And if you would like to head over to buymeacoffee.com/DavidKReacts, that would be wonderful. More Disney coming next week. I think maybe 3 more videos. I'm not 100% certain. I'm recording this quite far in advance, and I've totally lost track of where this exactly falls. I've got a plan somewhere. But yes, a few more coming, and then we'll be back to my weekly programming and bring in a few of the groups that I've been wanting to look at specific songs for. But for now, some very, very cool Disney stuff coming. I'm looking forward to what I've got to record just as much as I enjoyed recording this. There's so many good Disney covers out there. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I look forward to bringing more Disney to you soon. Take care. Have a very good whatever time of day you're watching this, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.